NurtureShock by Poe Bronson and Ashley Merriman. Chapter 4, Why Kids Lie. A summary and analysis by Emily Alvey. Can you tell when your child is telling a lie? If you said yes, science says you are probably wrong. An adult's ability to tell when a child is lying has about the same probability of flipping a coin. The honest truth of it is, we are pretty terrible at it. As a parent, at what age should you start worrying about your child lying? According to studies by Victoria Talwar, children learn to lie around 4 years old. By then, almost all children have experimented with lying and are telling an average of one lie every 2 hours. By the age of 6, children increase the output in the lie factory to an average of one lie every hour. Do you think your kid is different? You'd probably be wrong. 96% of children lie, and your child is no snowflake. Why do kids learn to lie? It begins with fear of reprimand. They don't want to get in trouble, so they attempt to hide the naughty things that they have done to avoid punishment. Let's be honest, kids also learn through observation. Your kid learns to lie by watching you. The average adult tells a lie during 1 out of every 5 social interactions. College students are about double this figure. Ever told Janet her muffins were delicious when in fact they were dry and tasted funky? Your child took note of that. These white lies for politeness and social nicety become an important part of your child making friends. If you have ever seen the movie The Invention of Lying, you know that a world without these social niceties and white lies is pretty comical. Oh, and your muffins are nasty, Janet. In all seriousness, as your child gets older, they learn that lying, embellishing the truth, secret keeping at all costs, and white lies are tactics to gain status and build relationships amongst their peers. Did you know that kids see lying as a pretty black and white concept? Anything that you tell them that ends up being untrue, they see as a lie, regardless of intent. When a kid at school told me that a certain jolly man in a red suit wasn't real, I was less upset to find out the old guy doing B&Es on Christmas eating cookies and giving gifts was not real, and more upset that my parents had lied to me my entire life. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Even when the intent was well-meaning, your kid still felt betrayed and lied to. Only 1% of parents that were observed in studies actually reprimand their children for telling lies. When a child gets caught doing something wrong and tries to lie their way out of it, most parents only actually punish them for the transgression and not the lie. Wake-up call, parents. You are only helping your kids learn to lie better when you do this. Remember the little boy who cried wolf? Who doesn't? We were all told that story as kids, as our parents desperately attempted to squash our own lies. That story has a kid paying the ultimate price for his lies. But does this scare tactic work? No. Kids already know that lying and punishment go hand in hand. You are giving them no new information. So this story does nothing. How about the story of Golden Boy George Washington and his daddy's cherry tree? That one actually works. The tactic of offering amnesty for truth-telling helps to show your child that the truth will set them free, and that they will be rewarded and not punished for their truth-telling. It's not really surprising that this removal of fear actually raises the probability of your child telling the truth by about 50 to 75% based on gender. How can this help me as a social worker? I can take a more gentle approach when trying to encourage children to be truthful. It can further my understanding that the greater the fear in a child, the more likely they are to lie. It can also help me to understand that sometimes a child is lying to protect somebody that they love.
Created using Powtoon.